what is that mistake, that lesson you feel is not given on campus?
People be saying, I say like, and also reach out to me so best school. Advice about coming man, they say you should be grounded first. For a while, like so you be and so now, waba, the man should have new thing to say like, obi onim she probably best school. They'll tell you 7% bare fashion, but then you don't see anything fashion in them, and you say be the way they dress and that's you, but they don't want to say they want to do fashion. They are not doing anything. School and show BPI. I think school about 30% of what you want to do.
Yeah.
The other 70% is it's now. I also say one other thing is that when you come to school, network. The fact saying na fashion interest will be a pamade. Sewing is not for everyone.
Will be honest and what's here, and will be honest in a picture. At the palm of much higher 5 years, then I will be.
A time will come, so in crowd like so in Ankasano. I would want to see Staladin on this show.
Fashion school really teaches how to sew, how to design. But the fact is, have you been asking yourself, does the school really prepare me to the industry? Does it really help me to face it well? If you've been thinking through, relax, you might not get your answer. The fact is, many graduate students discovered it the hard way. They learned the right lessons the hard way. Today, I'm sitting here with a young designer with a lot of BABA. And you only make a BABA. We're talking about the mistakes fashion students learn. They do. What they decide not to learn. What they actually don't learn when they are on campus. I'm K for a reason, already know these designers then. On Vogue and Web. This channel, we say we're designers, we talk to them. We learned a lot from them. What they learned, we want to learn the right time because probably they learned it on the wrong time. Who do I have here?
You have Hassan Kufefi,
Okay.
the creative director for Bespoke Black, and I'm also a student, a final year student. Basically, that's me.
Bespoke Black. What is the inspiration behind the brand Bespoke Black? I am very straight for me. It's that the mood.
Yeah. I think I wanted a name that stands out, that represents what I do, and not like everyone out there who is doing the couture, the fashion, and all of that. I wanted like a very unique name, and so I decided to merge the two words together to give a brand name. And bespoke, I think every fashion student knows that when you say bespoke, it talks about making outfits to fit an individual, like custom outfits for an individual. Yeah. And then the black represents where I come from, like me being African, me being black. And so when you have the brand going out there, they know your roots, they know where it comes from. That's how come I got the name Bespoke Black.
So Bespoke Black, what do you offer?
Mainly for now, I would say for now, because there's a possibility that the brand would like expand, but for now, I'm mainly into male outfits like the kaftan, the normal casuals, and all of that.
So you offer couture dresses, bespoke dresses,
bespoke
mainly men's wear.
For men. For men.
So how is the brand going?
One thing people don't know is that I didn't start my brand in school. I started before school, and I had the opportunity to learn and start before I came to school.
Wow.
The brand started in 2018.
2018.
Yeah. After secondary school, I was just doing one or two things. The passion was there. Yeah, the passion was there. But then I was doing one or two things to keep
You active.
Yeah, to keep me active. And then I talked to a friend who was a designer, and I was like, I want to learn fashion. I want to learn sewing. Yeah. And he told me to, like, at that time he told me, that was 2015, he told me to bring 350 cedis, to pay 350 cedis. Yeah. And so I told him that I would come. That was in November 2016, and I was trying to get the money. I was trying in 2015, sorry. 350 cedis was a big deal.
Yeah, it's like
it was
three-
money.
three-
Yeah,
like-
it was money. So I was trying to find 350 cedis to, like, go and start learning sewing. And I think 2015 passed, and we entered 2016. And middle 2016, he called and he was like, I'm into Unkao. But as I'm in I'm kind of say, oh, I'm still looking for the money. I'm still trying to gather the money. And I would say, oh, but yeah, it's a kind of fatu this year, because he saw the passion in me, and he was like, I should come. And that was how come I started learning sewing, and I learned for 2 years, 2016 to 2018, and then I started my brand.
Okay. So, 2018 to date.
Yeah, till date.
What is keeping you working?
I would say the passion. First of all, the passion. If you don't have passion, don't go into fashion.
Why Webo down?
Fashion is very stressful. It is very, very stressful. Not like physically, but sometimes mentally and emotionally. It is very stressful.
Wait, what makes it stressful? Because, listen, just to sewing, you know how to sew already. You know how to cut and sew. Why stressful? What makes it stressful?
There are times you are not ready.
You're not ready to
There are times you are not even ready to sit behind the machine. Okay, you're a fashion designer and you know. There are times you are not ready to sit even behind the machine. There are times you are emotionally down. You don't want to do anything. But you have others that you need to
complete.
Yeah. And so I tell people that if you are not ready, if you don't have the passion, don't go into it. Don't start fashion.
You know, being ready self-cry, no? One thing I would, if I'm to shift to your side and talk in your space too, aside not being ready emotionally, you need to sit and plan the design you are sewing.
Yes, very true.
You always want to stand out,
And
you always want to make the thing look right on the person.
Yeah, very true, very true.
You need to. There are a lot of study you need to do too. I think personally, one thing I've observed is age group beyond the omotion.
Yeah, true.
Say I was like kaftan, all the man, young guy, or better all right. Kaftan no, but all the man, probably no one.
Oh shit. Yeah.
The same kaftan.
Yeah.
So you need to find how is this going to suit this person. It's stressful,
Very stressful.
So aside the passion, what else is keeping you moving?
I think passion is like the greatest of all. Let me put it that way. And then the money, very important. See, fashion is very lucrative. It pays. Fashion pays, and it's been keeping me going. Even in school, I won't lie. Fashion is good. You make money from fashion. The last time Justice came here, he was talking about making money from fashion. You asked him the question that, does fashion pays? Charlie, fashion is good business. If you have good clients, fashion is good business.
How can I get good clients?
I think it starts from somewhere. When you start, you don't really gather good clients from the start, but to take time, you'd have to shed some off to get the good ones. Yeah.
How do you shed off some and get some?
There are times These clients, some bar, I mean, you know from their pricing and everything, you know, say, and so moving forward, no, the no.
You get them.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Bespoke Black.
Yeah.
So I like the name. Umodu, I mean. You see, personally, I have some kind of. I look like Akata. I look Akata. I dress like.
Yeah, Akata.
I'm Akata. But the thing is, aside me dressing that way, anything in me, I want it to feel classy. Anything in me must look classy. When I'm dressing up, I always want the classy colors. Bespoke Black. Black is one of the perfect black. Black is like one of the classical colors you need to go to.
And black is my favorite color.
It's your favorite color too?
Yeah, I'm black too.
My favorite color too. One thing about the classic brand is every classic brand has a black in it, either black or gold. I think black, gold, and white. Either any classic brand.
Very true.
You can any luxury brand, and most luxury brand is classical. I don't know if you know that. I think I'm about a brand name. So, Bespoke Black, menswear. What else do you want people to know about the brand?
I think for now, people know about me being into menswear, but then I do a little bit of female stuff, and I think I would want to venture into that too. I would want to combine everything and do everything.
You are really serious to do
Yeah,
this?
I'm very serious about what I do. I don't take it for granted.
So, if you are to do your personal ads for yourself, before you do your personal ads, think about how you're going to do the ads. But as you are thinking, you're going to answer a question out of it.
Okay.
What narration would you want to correct about your brand? Or what information would you like to give out to people to know about your brand? Because every brand has its own direction. My personal brand, my personal self, I have a direction I'm going. The brand I work with has a different perception I almost all call. So if I'm to communicate, I would like to communicate my brand first before the people I work with, before any other things. So what do you want to correct concerning your brand?
I think there's nothing major I would want to correct, but then I think I would want to say that my brand is not like centered on making kaftan. Like just making kaftan. It's a menswear brand, but then it's not just kaftan. We do so many stuff. I think the only thing we don't do for now is suits, which I still have plans of adding. But then it's not just centered on kaftan. That's one thing I would want to correct, because most people know that, like most people think that you do just kaftan. We do so many things. I do so many things. I do jackets. I do pants. I do so many things, and so it's not centered on just kaftan.
Let me tell you one fact. The one reason I made you to say that is Bespoke Black. As I said, personally, anyone who studies a bit into brand and brand names, the person will tell you Bespoke Black is a classical brand. So classical brand and interior. Automatically, I'll be coming for classical dress. But if you are now casual, if you are now beating me up, that is the reason I made you do that. See, actually, beating me up for you.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I do a lot of that.
Me and my niggas, mon pull up for side. Mon kono mon koye akata se mo no. Obey ni gidi heavy am. Omo amoye classical name no. Omo switch here, ano to se munima. Moye class na na want na se boaboa. Class and name na mo free omo di ni ma ano off. Just go there and purchase it. Where can I locate your brand?
For now, around campus, Kasim campus.
Okay.
Because of school.
On social media, where can I find you?
On Instagram, it's Bespoke Black. On Instagram, Bespoke Black. And then You can also contact me on my personal line 053-034-7045. Yeah. Basically, for now.
I have one question that just came up to see. How long do you take to plan your brand?
Like how long it took me, or
How long it took you to plan your brand?
Like I said, when I completed in 2018, I wanted to start something on my own. It didn't take me that long because me saying I was like, me share nema, me share nema, until right after semi from the word go, I started in your machine back, and then I started. But somewhere along the line, me break you. It's about fashion day.
Yeah.
Along the line, me break you. I wanted more into the breaky kakra. I had a shop, and my uncle gave me a shop around that Greek. My frame cry, my son a man na kufi, and breaky kakra. Because I wanted to I wasn't getting what I wanted to build. So, me breaky
I won't ask this question.
Me breaky kakra into. If you're not me, one day until I decided to come back to, I decided to come to school.
The brand name, the brand directions. You handle your social handles, right?
Yes, please.
Who gave you the name?
My cousin.
Your cousin?
Yeah. It wasn't like he gave me the name.
Suggested the name.
He suggested the name. We're thinking about what will represent the brand well, and he suggested the name. And I fell in love with the name, and I told him I want the name.
Me say I'm falling in love now. The reason I'm saying that is, you see, I'm now a student of branding, and one thing I've learned is the name on its own should talk. The name is already talking. The people you are targeting, the right social media, the right place to find them. The reason I asked that question is, you said IG.
Yeah.
I was expecting TikTok. The reason I was expecting TikTok is now every fashion designer is on TikTok. But you are not on TikTok.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm not on TikTok because I would say I'm still on break.
The reason I'm saying that is
I'm still on
IG is still working.
Yeah.
But there are people who are on IG.
Yeah, very true.
I would say every serious classic luxury brand still use IG.
Yes. Very true.
Because there was a time I was very active on IG. But there are certain things I wasn't seeing on IG. IG still remains the same. As compared to TikTok, the reason I make us again is your brand on its own is that heavy. I feel it to be a luxury brand. Now, it's like you are presenting your brand to the right place. I think you. In terms of I say, how long did it take you? Because my personal brand and a chair, and second, I mean, me be for chair, baby, I mean, minimal broker. Personally, now, baby, I'm media broker for IG. And I'm going to say, me, I can't say, me, the idea, every my phone. But me, I can't say, I'm going to Snapchat. And personally, because Snapchat, you did great. If I'm allowed to compliment you, what I've heard right now is a rating. If someone is to mimic anything about your brand, I think you will be one of the brand that may suggest it to someone else.
Thank you.
One matter personally, my suggestion I'm going to be better. Main country. The first day I saw you, I started noticing certain things of you. Mean to me, maybe. There are certain things that mean to me, but I would like people to do it. Jojo obey me, and I may suggest it be a man. Me bold in Afra. Me Martin. Martin. There is a guy on campus right now, friend of Henning. He's a very close friend of mine. Way back before some I think somewhere JHS there that time. And I contacted him over Poly. I was like, Charlie, me Poly me woman want to me be open so body very good. And I suggested one of the people that me who na far with me I added your name.
Oh, really?
Maybe I know ma or what. Maybe I know who no.
Which of you?
No, is he or also president?
Yeah, I know him. I knew him before school.
Yeah.
I would say he's a friend to a cousin, so I know him through.
Well, I heard now sending your tears. That time not here now about Poly. What's the difference? Yeah, so if let's stick to our topic. And then come on, let's stick to our topic. You see, when I was in school, I thought I was learning everything till I completed. And I'm going to say the mission and I'm coming. I was blaming the school. To date, I still blame the school. But I noticed any KST in one. One major question I would like you to answer right now is, what is that mistake, that lesson you feel is not given on campus?
I think that we should address the mistakes first before the lessons, because
so what is the mistake?
We need to know what we are doing wrong before we know what
before
we
you
should
learn
right.
on it.
Yeah. And mistakes need there. Yeah, be but yanka one or two be who answer. Obi Sami be say like, and also obe reach out to me so person best school. Advice about coming the man say you should be grounded first. Like you should start something first. Because I start something, I mean, because like start with brand and I say baby but you should know something. And look at so bad school say unim she. I never quite born me pan until date. I born me because school nim cry. You can't compare me to someone that owns you and but fashion wapa keke. I think you should know something before you come to school. The school only what tells you. So I just say, sure, can be how to brand yourself, even school no class, so you can show class, so you know code deep. They just give you the basic ones, you know.
Yeah,
the stitch but then it gets to a time where you'd have to go for attachment. And I think our student in him say, 6 months near the attachment, no. And most students skip that's 6 months attachment.
Yeah.
But 6 months enough to like teach you stuff. Especially say when share proper school, level 100, 200. I think now Omuka attachment no level 300. Our time now going to 200, 300. Yeah. But it's saying that my 300 proper school, level 100, level 300, level 200. Like share down here and you have the opportunity to go for attachment. Now I start skipping. After 300, you are going to like level 400. What do you have to show that what be fashion? So what I say. And so one thing I may advise for is start before you come. Start before you come. Like Obi, how are you good? Obi to me, I see be a friend back on the hall. And that's what could be a friend for a while. Like Sunya be and sana Waba Uba. The man said I know thing to say like Obi onim she baby school no because yes it was not as a so what you because onim she but what started the ba you take it up from there to asosa and attachment time so for the 6 months no osako now to say bibia after school bibia like bibia baby and you should be serious about what you do. Probably very school, they will tell you 7% bare fashion, but then you don't see anything fashion in them. And yes, the way they dress and that's what you, but they don't want to say they want to do fashion. They are not doing anything. What I say? Because me, I believe, say if you have the passion for something, I mean, you'll be serious about what you want to do. But here's the case on member. And they tend to blame the lecturers. Say, show BBA and I say BBA. And American school and show BBA. I think school 30% of what you want to do. Yeah. The other 70% is it's now I also say and you need to do things on your own. Even the attachment I can have some school numbers suggest I will say these are places our school has suggested bit now. Who will be home now face and back on you can add that and now school no opportunity. You know, once I was started, once I want him say fashion now bend there. Take things serious. Honestly, and me I been sharing before saying me but then me buying like my big sharing one or two be aka get me name no home. Yeah. Fashion like they be a yama fufroba. You know, every day is an opportunity to learn. Every day is an opportunity. And now one other thing is that when you come to school, network. build relationships. Honestly, the student body, within the student body, there are people who are like that.
Like you.
What do who born more like a baby? Me, I want to learn every day. At times I do that, like knowing there are times unknowingly mission there makes me also be a shout at one. Hey, we are anything. If it's someone I can ask, I maybe so. And it will be a meet me beside so there with the margin bet to home like the real administrator. Now I'll try one or two things far. I would add to what I know. And you know, like old school man build network. Don't wait till after school and son I'll be building some networking.
And
yeah.
I'm saying no bomb for a reason. You see, when I was on campus, before your first point, I want to make testimony of what you are saying and draw attention to anyone who watches. Say what you are saying is a fact and need to happen. It's before I came to school, I had the opportunity to go work with someone. He came out of, how should I put it? It wasn't a thing I had a plan to say, oh, make up all I decided not to go to school. I'll just go learn it somewhere because I just want to. And when I went to that place, the person was like, it was a big contract place. That's a pump uniform. And the man was like, anyone who is willing to learn here, you might not get a chance to learn as you want to. But make sure every machine that is here, you know how to operate it very good. Any everybody and probably for a word you 2 year room. We were like 3, a 2 year machine usually. Even of friend in and say, why wasn't say why wasn't so go school? First of all, I had a main job. Yes, I'm go school. You go school for a day. And the family the man forced that to school. To make up for many machines ni using. It wasn't easy for me to handle machines because I learned it over there. Fast forward, I met a cousin of mine, a year brother Boame. My idea wasn't like I wanted to minister school bachelor so I was going just for going sake. Funny enough, that time was my moment. So I never want my money. If you're not near my till level 100 na yeah 10 years Xmas time and I still say most of the other pound for the so yeah I be so at that time
we happen once at time
yeah it's me call one you be school next my pick it yeah ba next semester was a bear shirt means my question as a 10 year by na me Jimmy D so after was fast forward attachment time and I'm the polishing now to me really nice I mean mother pound but now must be fun near you. So, what you are saying is a fact. It's really, really necessary. Because me who is if a name it's not name is saying come out. Sani mana ma menya. Kabisi ne come in pay. So what are that thing? If you're not sa kai me
the first one is
and a networking. Networking now kind. Getting people on this podcast. Usually I went to a fashion school, but getting people on this podcast is one difficult thing. because most school now in network.
No network.
The only time I got to network was when I was doing my service on campus. And what I hear Obomechi.
Basically, no. SAT is very important for me. You being a student there, don't joke with attachment. Say in school there and I say off campus crowd, don't joke with it. And I networking there. And one other thing, like mechanic say, which is also important, but I'm on phone and they say within the fashion space, no, there are different branches. Okay. Know your area and build upon that. Know your area. Go how, even the courses we do. We won't say every year new courses are being introduced. So let's be BNT, but I'm person be the free. And so say do time there where be the accessories there do time there where weeks near there. And let's say ubian be like ubia you be funny the Juma and say but then one person be the free. So what you're saying that know your area. And you'll be honest, like, and you'll be a pamadi. The fact saying na fashion interest say will be a pamadi. Sewing is not for everyone. But when you know your area, you know how to adjust to that area. So now, if you have the capacity, like extend your wings. For example, say maybe pamadi, na meet my baby other than adipama, which is one very important thing at Miami Bay School, because I don't just want to sit behind the machine and sew. I would want to do something else within fashion. You know. School no any department by there may be so
at the department na buy in school.
In school there. And if you have the capacity to extend your wings, why not do it?
As a mini. As I know, the reason why this might be one of my favorite interviews. Let me say the favorite Muslim interview. Interview is one of my conversations I've had. It hits personally to me. I feel I can be way to man and can maybe to make my certain things because with what you just said about opening up the wings. I always say I learn on the grounds. I learn on the hard. You tell me to one of them means to me school that time I tell you that time is never my moment. Certain now way back after SHS, I realized the only way I can learn is in the classroom. But visual students to be there in your classroom. It's a natural there no. Home never busted because I that moment so I always learn on the hard way. As an example, so I always learn on the hard way. What you said about opening up the wings. And your wings now automatically, a BMI I won't be able to sit here to do this podcast. Because I had no idea about photo modeling. Funny enough, I was doing modeling. It was because I saw my brother, who happens to be my personal manager. I saw him do it. I was like, maybe. Oh, maybe. It opened up. And funny enough, and when I'm here, has opened certain doors I never expected. I always see myself, I was like, I remember a certain woman was like, open questions with Sadodo. Obey journalist, I'm here say say you man meet me because meet na can reach. It rings up. If you come and be wings opportunity ne buy na come and see I can ho a. Add one maybe na atabo mechi.
What dey to us? Oh, but you are doing well because you are a fashion designer. You are into modeling. What's it hard? You are a big example of what I'm saying, and you shouldn't be like sitting behind the machine always.
Yeah.
Beat me, yeah. Within the fashion space. I was listening to like a Nigerian musician on an interview, and she was like, she has the voice, she sings, but then on per se, she on per se, you be kind of say or two
Yeah.
Then be now beat me, within the space of music. Beat me be like a music academy out here for how to sing, how to play instruments, and I really picked that and Omichim because a time will come so in crowd like so in Ankasano untimi. So I just say, but then you need to build other areas. So even after sewing and also after the fashion designing thing and all of that, it's only need that strength to do that. You still have other areas you
That
work
going to work out.
And, you know.
If you're watching this interview, just tap on the screen and watch the amount of minutes and how it feels. You are going to feel like it just started. But funny enough, you're 35.
Oh, really?
You're 40. It feels like 20 minutes for me. It hits personal. This one hits very personal. I remember, I say, and I mean, you say a question, no testimony na me. Yeah, testimony is na me. My mom was like, "Men what tried it?" I was like, "Me tried it." When I was doing my service on campus, I done it to par. Na many students need me done it to par.
Only a crazy. Yeah, before we became cool.
Because to me, I have my point, I have my way. Obia on the point, Obia on the way. I wasn't those times, I mean, take fact to be as I say, Obia send your see, and Obia send a picture. Mine was, yeah, Chirawa didn't say, what you to me, you mate. So produce the results, you are telling me something else, mean to you, betrayally. I remember a student told me, Senator, imagine me to or in the name of Mekacha and so betrayal. Nam missing Madame Benima. To watch a send That was the reason I don't go for German. And after that, Metina exams today mean to me tried. I might end up being reported in school always. And Namu says, a human element in my lifetime. Jamu was like, "Oh, your bed, Miss Me Pamadi." One question I will be saying was, "I did Pam what much 5 years." Then I will baby. Like he gave me those reasons which I said to me. Na I am pencil. My examples be in our community. Me did to say I am pencil. The final me am missing me children. Me me pama dey na me nya bi mad nya dane. I was like, "Oh, they ain't trying shit. It be a druba." And what you are saying now about opening up the wings and opening opportunity, like filling in the opportunities, no. Say, "Ma me can say 5 years no so you know. Omo example, no man be opportunities in Montia. Omo be opportunities in man. A man General Fashion Academy, some school be, I think Buakwa and I think Accra. The man is really old. Only doing command and not really crazy. Bizarre man also why you man almost bare 40 years, but now I on the field crowd they were kind. But the school is still running. Neba every school so. School is still going like or not about cool class, but now it's open up the space what it. Every I see your time in your content. Is there anything you'd want to add? Anything you'd want to say before I move to my last but one section?
I didn't even get moved. I've already said everything.
I know you've been watching my podcast lately, so you know where I'm about to. First three things, my three things I often request: advice for someone starting. So again, advice for students, and advice for someone already in the school. Maybe I can't come and I can't 1 year be, and a designer I want to see here.
First of all, I would say to the students, like those who want to offer fashion designing as a course, like I said earlier, start something before you come. That's one advice I give to everyone. Start something before you come, so that when you come, you don't find things difficult. Yeah. And to those who are already in the school, take things serious. Don't joke with whatever you are doing. You never know when, like, the opportunity will come. When there may be a chance, maybe I'm out. You don't take anything on a lighter note. Like, be serious about everything. Be serious about whatever you are doing. Attachment, and aside the sewing aspect, be serious about your studies. That's important. You can be a fashion designer with good grades. It works, and take everything serious. And then the last one, someone I would want to see on the show.
That is fine.
I would want to see. I think there are so many people, but then I think I would want to see Staladin on this show. Staladin is someone who does so many things. Yeah, and I think his story will be inspiring to so many people out there. So I would want to see Staladin on this show.
Okay, so talk to Staladin.
Star, if you are watching, I would want to see you here to inspire everyone, and most importantly, students. Yeah. So we'll be expecting you here.
Staladin. This is the second time I did appear. This is the third time I did appear.
He has more stories to share.
Yeah. The journey is very inspiring. The journey is very inspiring.
He has
events, modeling. I think a lot.
Or training models now that he has a lot to see. So I would want to see him here.
Alright. My new culture I've been doing lately is, and I add on question, a passover question. You have a question being passed on by the person I interviewed previously, and you would have to answer. When you answer, you ask the next person. So I think since you started long ago, and the question the person asked was,
5 weeks abroad for about 3 to 4 years. We see what we want to walk Matayan. We go to Tiaka. We go to Triabi Akabi. And Sisanya Manoyende.
You receiving clothes for 5, like you can receive certain clothes, certain orders for like 5 years. Then you can imagine. What pam be? If you want to know what you into what pam, if you are into one pam, Sanya man, I do about 5 years. This space, why I wear at this space? Depend on some any show sign of coming. What do you do with those clothes?
First of all, I know it. In as much as I just space, to me the and once it's not mine, me family, and like me use it for my personal stuff. And to me, I never acquired a packy bag. Because if you are Casan, maybe and no use to watching and papa no beba. And so me, I pack them somewhere and keep them somewhere because. But the young say, if you are wapa maybe, man, papa no beba. Now for come now, and it's my way hot. But personally, I've not really experienced much of that. The enemy may experience say, "Be I will be fabric, say fabric, a person may palm." But maybe all the other tools, so but mun share that India no and I send the home commode and they will pack you go baby. Yeah. But then some my family now I can't survive no any day. I miss me young kind of cream how. Because me hobby also better.
And if I'm to answer it, I saw a certain ladies. I don't remember the actual person, but I saw the receipt or the invoice or the rules. So first 3 to 5 months of it, if you don't come for it, it's not yours again. The first 3 to 5 months. Also, when you don't contact him again. Don't if you are going to contact for a friend him, and not there. With that, as take it. So if I'm to answer from my point of view, being straight, as soon as you first 3 to 5 months, let me hear from you. If I don't hear from you, it's not yours again.
And at times also, they should make down payments. Should be either half or more than half. I think say no, it's because back on also what you are crying. I think say over person over budget. And if it's possible, can back on them to because so what you are now me now am better and share down hamisa. So I think say no so poor.
Yeah. So that was a question from Lumbado. So Lumbado is your question, It's being answered in 2 dimensions. And what is the next question you want to ask the next person?
I don't know the next person coming.
No one knows the next person. Actually, it's like Yakata Weni. As Yakata Oni asi Busamasa, maybe I know
I don't know the next person coming, but I would want them to share their experience on how they started, because see, starting fashion designing is not easy. Even to break through and that amount for bread, like in their corners, just to get the right customers and say it be home okay. And so I would want to know my name but at least back when we do baby.
Yeah.
So your journey, like how you started, like what are some of the challenges and the good and the bad side of like your story. It will be very inspiring to so many people, because and the fashion amount for Pamadio probably person more fashion design but I shut down farm will be as be person will give you, but then maybe I will share a story. I be motivated someone out there.
Yeah, wow, when him say you are very good and talented by Mfano. The entire Mfano. And commission number 1 is on-share podcast to you. Because I'm here for you. I feel myself to be like you, so me know you're painting. Nipa na question the whole team, and none of the me to so be watching, and you can drop your question too in the comment section. A question you would want to hear and answer, drop it in the comment section. If you feel shy doing it, hit into my DM. But next time, maybe I ban me body ban my business. So my first question, maybe say only no I am koi. And you can maybe interview na mamu. What 2 questions ne ba na next time maybe the list na ba na me dey here man. This has been an interesting conversation. I'm K for a reason. This designer is there. Muhu adiwe also muhu we bikro. Natis restaurant. Come and eat as low as 50 cedis. You can find something nice and eat. And I always say, offer as a key say me mferemo. I mean you get a discount. Trust me, you will get something nice. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Tell someone in the industry who is striving. Charlie will be your parents when far. Make sure you send it to that person. And our new culture is I don't sign out.
I would have to sign out.
You would have to sign out. And you are one of those people they've been watching this podcast. You were a designer, but you watched this podcast. I don't know if you're going to be honest. Minyananke anonymous, but I don't know if you're going to be honest. Your honest opinion about the face of this podcast. The journey for the podcast going. Your honest opinion about it.
It's been going on well. Honestly. It's been going on well. Yeah, I watch every episode. Should I call it episode or not? I watch every episode. It's been good. Yeah, it's been good so far.
What is that one thing you think you would want to comment about? If I'm a doom cameras now, if I'm to make changes, amendments, and
Changes.
and I'm in doom camera,
That be. I don't really think you should make any changes. The only changes you should make is keep growing. Keep growing, honestly. I wish students to really inspire them. I wish would like how do you call it? Would sell it out to the students more to watch.
Yeah.
Because you have these designers come here to like talk about their life journey and all of that. I think it's very inspiring.
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for prolonging the conversation. I wasn't ending. We know your always wasn't ending. But actually, Kafra. Last question. You're talking about how to sell it.
Yeah.
What do you think? How do we sell it? These questions, they need to be on camera. I was like, I'm back doors. Mostly, I do this conversation with designers that come here back door, but I personally want to do it because you're one of the people, as I said earlier on, I've been seeing you do a lot. I've been monitoring. My name approach. Anytime I'm networking, I'm approach people. I always use me approach you. It will be a specific way, like a better enterprise. It be an the right way. If you are here, you've been monitoring it. How do you think we should sell the podcast, the channel to the students? How do we do it?
I know now one way you can sell something like this very well is through social media.
Okay.
First, it should be more on the TikToks and like you get accepts for people to post and all of that, just to create awareness. And one other thing is that like you have that relationship with the lecturers and all of that, and people who matter in school, so that they help share maybe on platforms, on school platforms and all of that. I think that will help.
Thanks for your advice.
You're so welcome.
Now we are about to sign out.
It's been great having me here, and I would entreat everyone to subscribe on YouTube. Right? We need the
Bojan
numbers.
verb. That actually, I don't know the reason. Designers then no phone listen to Bojan verb channel ni bi.
Yeah.
Channel ni bi anga say Bojan verb.
Oh really?
Designers then no a section of the channel actually because you'll be having different aspects in it. We have a lot. See, channel ni anga say Bojan verb. Maybe podcast ni designers then.
And so subscribe on YouTube. We need the numbers. We need the numbers. And it's been great having me.
Also one signing out in video. Also one signing out. Monganchen is a kai sign out back. Monganchen. Bye bye.
Bye bye.